Don't have enough money to buy that Picasso painting and only wish that you could pay it in installments? Apple is here to help. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and yeah, I know, I was just talking about the Apple Card yesterday. It's funny how that works out. I didn't think I'd be talking about it again so soon, but after I said that basically the Apple Card was a subpar card and that a lot of serious credit users don't use it, the Apple Card did make well, at least they're working, I should say. They are working on something that might actually make them a viable card again, and that is the form of Apple Pay. Now, what is Apple Pay? Well, Apple Pay is basically something that they are working on to help you make big purchases without having to pay off the full amount right away. Now, American Express does this for their gold and platinum members. You can actually select certain big purchases and you can actually schedule a payment plan like, hey, I know I charged this and I know you are expecting the amount in full at the end of the month, but I don't have it all right now. So why don't we schedule it to be paid off in installments of 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. And you will pay a little bit of interest for that, but you can pay much smaller amounts and then pay it off over time. Other things like Sizzle and Affirm and, of course, the most famous PayPal do offer these sorts of miniature loans to regular people. Well, Apple is now working on one of those features itself for the Apple Card. And even if the Apple Card is still pretty much a subpar credit card, you're not going to get the best rewards or anything. If they do put this through, it might make it an attractive offer for people who want to buy big purchases but pay off in reasonable installments, and you don't even need a super high credit score to get it. So let's look at this article from The Verge. Even if you haven't signed up for the Apple Card, yes, I did. You may soon be able to put your purchases on Apple's tab. Apple is teaming up with Goldman Sachs yet again to turn every Apple Pay transaction into a potential buy now, pay later opportunity, reports Bloomberg. No Apple Card needed. So, hey, you might not even need the Apple Card to do this. You know how many online checkout counters across the web tempt you to pay with Affirm, Klarna, or PayPal's Pay in 4 instead of coughing up the full purchase price at the start? Then they charge you in installments instead. It sounds like this Apple service will be a direct competitor, with the important distinction that this will be baked into hundreds of millions of Apple devices that many people are already using to pay at gobs of physical stores too. You'll pay in 4 interest-free installments over 2 weeks if you pick Apple Pay in 4, or pay interest over several months if you pick Apple Pay monthly installments, writes Bloomberg. It adds that there's no credit check required and some plans won't have late fees. The publication doesn't say when Apple might launch the service or how much interest it might charge. Apple putting people in debt feels like the ultimate form of lock-in, and it might rub some the wrong way, but the company has a knack of sprucing up boring products in the pursuit of services revenue. If it's true of Apple Pay Later if it's true of Apple Pay Later the way it was true of the Apple Card, there'll likely be plenty of people who will take Apple's slightly friendlier terms over the financial industry's status quo. And the key thing being, of course, that they're hoping you won't pay that off. Now, one of the things that I've noticed, and we might even be talking about an article tomorrow, so this is going to be my trilogy of credit videos for the week, if you will, is that the economy is slowly starting to recover. The vaccines are out there. People are getting vaccinated. Unfortunately, I'm not entirely convinced COVID's over. I just read a report that the numbers have doubled, and they've primarily doubled because of the new Delta variant and people who are not getting vaccinated, so get vaccinated and wear your mask. However, it's recovering enough, and after the economy does like a huge shakedown or big downturn and it starts coming back, one of the things that companies start doing to try to make money is to offer credit. And credit is a good way to lock people into coming to their stores or use their services. And of course, a lot of people don't pay on time. I mean, that's why it's attractive for stores and retail companies to get into this sort of thing. Yeah, sure, I mean, it's kind of a scummy thing, like, basically putting people into debt. But, if the people are going to put themselves into debt, why can't the stores be the one locking them in? Like, Walmart has their Walmart card. It's like, hey, get into debt with a Walmart card and then continue to pay us throughout the time. And if you miss a payment, then Walmart will get the huge interest that you're going to pay on that bill, not Bank of America or Wells Fargo. So Apple kind of just wants to be in on it. Now, I thought at first that this was going to be on the Apple Card exclusive. It appears you might not need the Apple Card, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Apple Card had a friendlier repayment plan than not having the Apple Card. We don't know exactly, but I'm thinking that that's something Apple could do to drive more people to get the Apple Card as opposed to their competitor. So I don't know. I don't know if I would be using this. I mean, I do buy things and I do put them on installment payment plans, but the thing is, I always budget. You should always budget. Like, even if you're paying an installment plan, make sure that you can pay those installments, because if you don't pay those installments, you will get a huge interest bill. However, if you want a nice credit card right now and you happen to have good credit, consider an American Express Gold Card. If you use my referral link below, you will get up to an additional 60,000 points for things like travel, hotel, and even gift certificates at your favorite website. This is not a sponsored video. American Express is not paying me for this. I'm just pointing out that if you want a nice little bonus and you want to help support the channel, this is a way to do it. The link is below. Thank you. And with that said, we are going to end this video, and I guess I have to ask the question, what do you folks think of this potential Apple Pay 4 plan? Is it something you are going to use, or are you trying to stay away from all forms of credit, even if it's a 4 installment pay plan? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.